I prepped Allie's face with some witch hazel. Then I brushed out her brows with a nice spoolie. Then I applied the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in top to both of her brows. Then I used a Maybelline concealer to just clean up the edges, make sure they were on fleek. And I went in with a little beauty blender just to blend out the edges. Applied on her brow bone, Satin Sheets from the Bon Bons palette. Then on her lid, I went in with Divinity, also in the Bon Bons palette. And for her crease, I just blended in a nice pink, Just Peachy and Candied Peach from the Sweet Peach palette. And for her crease to put in some brown, I put in the color Summer Yum, which is also in the Sweet Peach palette. And in her outer corner, I took Violetta from the Master palette by Mario and Anastasia, and I just blended it into the outer V corner. And then on her lid, I applied Luscious from the Sweet Peach palette. And with the NYX HD Studio Concealer, and I applied it underneath her eyes and on the high points of her face, which are the nose, her forehead, and her chin. Then I wet an EcoTools Beauty Blender and used that to blend in all of the concealer just applied. And afterwards, I took a NYX setting powder and just applied it all over her face to make sure that that concealer stayed locked in and would stay for a long time because this is wedding makeup. And after that, I took the Ulta 3-in-1 highlight, blush, and bronzer palette, and I applied that and used it as a contour under, at her cheekbones, make sure they were sculpted, and her forehead, and a little bit on her nose, just to give her a bronzy look. Then I took the Milani blush in Luminoso and applied it to the apples of her cheeks to give a little color. Then I used the Mario Badescu Rose Water to spritz her face. Then I went in with the Master Precise Eyeliner by Maybelline, and I gave her a small cat eye. Not too much eyeliner because it is a wedding and she's just supposed to look more natural. Then I went in with the Becca liquid highlighter, and I applied it on the tops of her cheeks, on her nose, and on her forehead at the high points on her face. And I blended that in with the EcoTools Beauty Blender as well. And I used that as a base for the other highlighter, the powder highlighter, which is by Makeup Revolution in Golden Lights. And I took just an e.l.f. brush and I applied it also on the high points of her cheeks and her face. Then I went in and I blended it with a fan brush. And afterwards I applied the Lash Sensational Mascara by Maybelline on both of her eyelashes, on both sides. And I went in and applied Ardell Lashes in 160 onto both eyes because you have to make her eyes pop. It's her wedding day. And I just went back in with that mascara, make sure all her eyelashes were all blended. Next, I put on the NYX Butter Lipstick in Seashell all over her lips. And I didn't think the color was popping enough, so I applied a NYX Butter Gloss on top just to make her lips pop out just a little bit more, and I let her see the finished look.
That was really good.
And this was the finished look, and this could be used for a wedding. It's very light and natural, but it makes her eyes pop, and she just looks very glowy and happy. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video.